Oh, sorry, I kind of cut myself off there on that last video. I didn't realize I was out of time. Alright. So finally, after all of that, we are on our way to killing Ridley. And it, I must say, is a very rewarding accomplishment, I guess. It feels good. If you're into that sort of thing. It's kind of a nerdy kind of reward, I guess, to say that you have done this, but it's fun. Alright, so we're going back this way. I'm sure you remember going through this save room and this hallway a bit earlier. First thing I want to do is fill up on supplies. So I will be going to that refill room that we went to before. Right down here. Something I should have maybe done first, you'll see later. I go to open up a door with a power bomb, and that takes up a little bit of time. So, I should have done that before I filled up, probably. Just so you guys don't have to watch all this. There will be a few things you can skip. I'll put in the boxes for you guys. I have had comments saying that you like that, so. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Reserve tanks should be full by this point, I would guess. I always like to make sure I get one last refill before I leave. Have the door open and everything ready to head out, so you're as full as possible on health and whatnot. You can freeze these lava hand things throwing stuff at you. If you have the ice beam on. I didn't turn it on, kind of forgot. I should have opened up that door first, possibly. Because now I have to go back and refill again. Kind of some wasted time, but now that you've seen this, I'll let you guys go ahead and skip this part, because you know what's coming up. I am going back here to farm for some items. I am actually surprisingly close to dying. That was pretty bad. That's pretty bad of me. Should always duck down here. I made the mistake of standing. I think I remember finally maybe to duck down. Yeah. Duck down right about there. That way you hit the bottom flying guy before he shoots out of there at you. I may have had my turbo button off. Maybe I just turned it on? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright. Again, you want to turn on your ice beam so you can freeze these things. It does take a little more time making sure they're frozen, but if they hit you, that is a lot of damage to take, and you don't want that. Alright, this next part, you might just have to watch it. This lava acts a little differently than water does. Make sure your energy's as full as possible, because we're going through a huge pit of lava. So you're going to do spin jump right above his head, spin jump, or just jump, either one right there. Get over here, you want to get on this guy's head, spin jump off his mouth, don't go to that fireball. Jump twice there, then jump off his forehead, wall jump off that part, and you're free. It's actually not quite as hard as it sounds. With a little practice, you can get it, definitely. And here we're going to do a crystal flash before we get down into Lower Norfair. To do that, go to your power bombs, hold the L and R buttons, the angle up and angle down on your gun. Roll into a ball and hold down, and make sure you have your power bomb selected. Lay a power bomb and hold the fire button. So you should have 4 buttons held down right now, and you'll do a crystal flash. Flash. That'll take 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs, and it'll refill your health and your reserve tanks. And you have to be below 49 health. Okay, this part, as I said before, you can shoot through these. You pretty much want to be dashing. Don't do a spin jump. Just do a regular jump, and as soon as you hit the corner of that thing, fire your missile, and it should go off. You can only do it when you're on the right side of the gate, so luckily for us, we were. And doing this, you can completely skip the boss fight before the screw attack. So. Luckily for us, there is a very conveniently placed energy refill thingy. Okay, this jump is kind of hard to make. You need to do a quick dash at the very edge of that blue ledge I was on. Tap dash a couple of times, and then do a jump pretty much the pixel or so before you get to the edge of that door. Otherwise, you're not going to make it to the top of that room. Here, I'm just farming for power bombs and super missiles, so you can skip this part if you want. It does take a while, and it is very, very important. I cannot stress that enough. You will need these power bombs and super missiles for doing crystal flashes and for fighting Ridley. Because without the plasma beam, your beam doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, so we will be using as many super missiles as possible. And it's pretty important that all those connect. You don't want to waste your super missiles. But that's not this video, so maybe next time. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have got the X-ray beam just for stuff like that. Just barely make it out of here. Anyway, I'm going to be doing this for a while. You can see how I do this. See, if you do it that way, you can't wall jump off that little ledge because your screw attack doesn't activate in time. So, you can see there, I edited it out a little bit where all I was doing was collecting these missiles. I'm sorry, I didn't want to waste the video time. Anyway, oh, right there, make sure you get a speed boost, get it right at the end, jump, make sure you jump into that pillar so you're at the right height, and then do a shoulder charge through those blocks. It'll save you some time and some energy. Screw attacking through these guys, always a good idea. And power bomb to let yourself up in here. This is a pretty hard wall jump to make too. If you can see where I wall jumped from, it needs to be about that spot. Otherwise, you won't make it. Getting this missile, bad idea. Kind of screwed me up later. I could have saved myself a crystal flash and gotten several other items later that I had to skip because I messed up my save states and it was just a big mess. So, if you're doing a reverse boss order run, I would suggest not getting these missiles. Just skip them, they're not really that important. Because now I have to wait until I have to waste like 2 full energy tanks to be able to do a crystal flash in here. You have to be below 49 health. Kinda sucks. Anyway, you'll see why in the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.